live pictures that we're getting to you on your screens from the national capital as Congress President Sonia Gandhi is all set to appear before the Enforcement Directorate for questioning in the alleged money laundering case linked to the National Herald newspaper. Now, the Congress party, of course, has mobilized senior cadre of the party, members of parliament, party workers, all protesting Sonia Gandhi's questioning, calling it political vendetta. Let's go right across to Arvind Gunasekar, tracking all the details of the story. Arvind, you've been sending us interesting details of what you're learning from ED sources. You can actually see Sonia Gandhi there on our screens, masked up. So an entire COVID protocol has been put in place for this questioning.
Yeah, Rishika, Sonia Gandhi has just left her residence and she's on her way to the Enforcement Directorate office. What we are seeing on our screen is a huge deployment of police force here. Both the Delhi police along with the paramilitary forces, they have been deployed here as security arrangement. Only those people who are connected to the Enforcement Directorate are being allowed inside this very lane that leads to the Enforcement Directorate office. From here, the Enforcement Directorate's office is less than 50 meters. So only those people who are directly connected to the Enforcement Directorate are being allowed here. So what we are seeing on our screen is that the lane that leads to the Enforcement Directorate is heavily barricaded with the police presence here. And very shortly, within 5 minutes, we can expect Sonia Gandhi to arrive here at the Enforcement Directorate office. She would be entering the Enforcement Directorate office through this very lane. She is being accompanied by both Rahul Gandhi and also Priyanka Gandhi, along with an advocate and a private person. So what we are being told is that the same advocate who accompanied Rahul Gandhi during the questioning of the Enforcement Directorate in the same very case will be accompanying Sonia Gandhi. Also will be present in the Enforcement Directorate office for the questioning of Sonia Gandhi also. So the questioning that is expected to begin anytime after 12 noon is expected to go on for a few hours, and after which what we are being told is that she will be let go because the agency is also conscious of the fact of her health issue. So that's why the agency, Enforcement Directorate agency sources are saying that it won't be a lengthy questioning similar to what we saw in Rahul Gandhi's case. It will be, the agency also wants to wrap up the questioning as early as possible, and then if at all if any questioning left that needs to be done, then the agency is likely to be sending her the questionnaire where she will be asked to provide answers in written.
महंगाई के बारे में सरकार चर्चा करने के लिए नहीं तैयार है और उसके अलावा वो हमारे नेताओं के खिलाफ इस किस्म के राजनीतिक इंक्वायरी चल रहे हैं। तो नेचुरली हम प्रोटेस्ट करेंगे, किया हुआ है और करेंगे, लेकिन हम चाहते हैं कि देश के मुद्दाओं के बारे में, देश की प्रॉब्लम्स के बारे में, देश की समस्या के बारे में आप बैठ के राजनीति ठीक तरह की कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। इस किस्म को हमारे नेताओं को ऐसे पकड़ के ले जाना बार बार हमें तो नेचुरली
क्या महंगाई के मामले पे पूरे देश भर में कांग्रेस इस तरीके से सड़कों पे उतरेगी जिस तरीके से अभी आज ईडी की मांग को लेकर उतरी?
देखिए, कांग्रेस, मैं तो केरल के बारे में जानता हूं, मैं बता सकता हूं कि वहां हम किए हैं और करने वाले भी हैं, क्योंकि इस विषय तो हर जगह को नेचुरली हर व्यक्ति के, हर आम आदमी का ये समस्या है। हम नेचुरली इस विषय को करते रहेंगे। आज क्योंकि ये आज ये हो रहा है, आज के ये एक्शन है, आज के ये प्रोटेस्ट, मान लीजिए कि दूसरे विषय तो कल परसों जाने वाला नहीं है।
All right, so live pictures that we're getting to you on your screens from outside the Enforcement Directorate office now, where Sonia Gandhi has in fact reached the ED office for questioning. She is about to reach, I beg your pardon. As you can see there, those are the pictures on your screens. Amid heavy security, Sonia Gandhi has reached the ED office. Let's go right across to Arvind Gunasekar, who is standing by live with all the updates. Arvind.
Office. What we are seeing on our screen is the visuals of Sonia Gandhi entering the Enforcement Directorate office. That's the vehicle where Sonia Gandhi has just entered the Enforcement Directorate office. She, along with two other convoys of the CRPF, because she's a security, she has the Z+ security category, and that's why she, along with the convoy of security personnel, has just entered the Enforcement Directorate office. Her questioning will begin anytime from now, because the Enforcement Directorate had given a questioning, had called her for questioning at around 12 noon. So she, along with both Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi, have just entered the Enforcement Directorate. So the questioning, we can expect that the questioning will begin anytime soon in the National Herald matter. So all important development here, wherein Sonia Gandhi has just arrived at the Enforcement Directorate office. So along with her children, both Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi, and the agency led by an assistant director who is the investigating officer in this case, will be questioning Sonia Gandhi. The same very officer who questioned Rahul Gandhi in this case, the investigating officer who is an assistant director level officer, will be questioning Sonia Gandhi also. So she has just arrived here at the Enforcement Directorate office. After her arrival, there are a few procedures that needs to be done regarding the signing of documents, etc., regarding the signing of summons, etc. So that will be done. After which she will be taken inside the interrogation room, where she will be grilled by the investigating officer. Her statement will be audio visually recorded, and also her statement will be taken in written also. So after the session of the after the questioning session, then she will be provided with the copies of the written statement, where she can go through those statements, and then she needs to sign those papers or the statements also. So a lawyer will be allowed to remain present in the ED premises along with the private person, because keeping conscious of the fact that Sonia Gandhi has just recovered from the COVID, the Enforcement Directorate has also taken all measures to ensure that the COVID protocols are kept in place or kept intact, and also a private person with the medicines is also being allowed to remain present along with the lawyer of Sonia Gandhi. So the Enforcement Directorate has also accepted some of the requests of the Sonia Gandhi's side, but what we have to wait and watch is the private person will be Priyanka Gandhi. Will Priyanka Gandhi herself be present in the Enforcement Directorate office with her mother's medicine, or someone else will be staying there, is something that we have to wait and watch for, because whenever Rahul Gandhi was summoned, even at that time Priyanka Gandhi accompanied Rahul Gandhi till the entrance of the Enforcement Directorate office, but she was not allowed to proceed further, but she left. But in this case, we have to watch whether Priyanka Gandhi will remain present in the Enforcement Directorate office with the medicines of her mother, or there will be someone else. But the questioning of Sonia Gandhi will begin any moment from now.